Hello, it's John here for another 850 tutorial. In this one we're going to be doing part 2 of creating our fireball effect in Unreal Engine 4. So if you've missed the first episode, what are you doing watching part 2? And to recap, if not, all we've done is we've created a material and we've animated that material just a little bit with a rotate, and we put an emissive glow on there, and now we are going to continue with that and build upon that. So the next thing we're going to want to do is really sell this effect a little bit more. So let's open our blueprint, and what I'm going to do is apply a particle emitter. So let's go back to our viewport, and this is right here is our static mesh with our material on. So we're going to want to add another component, and let's type in particle and particle system. The particle system I'm going to use is going to be the fire particle system. So this is the fire particle system as it is right now. Let's have a quick look at that and see how that's going to look inside the game. Well, it's not really doing a very good job of following or lasting very long, so let's change that. And that's cool because we want to do a couple of things to it anyway. Alright, so first of all, I actually don't want to use this fire particle effect. I'm going to find this fire particle effect, which I think is in the starter content particles p-fire, and I'm going to duplicate it. And I'm just going to call it p-fire 2. And let's open up our particle effect in here. So, I mean, this one comes pre-built in Unreal Engine 4, and it's awesome. Can't take that away from these guys. They've done a phenomenal job with this, but we don't want all the components. So we don't want the smoke. I don't feel like the smoke's going to help. And let's have a look at the embers. So let's just all them. They're okay. We'll keep them. What about sparks? Don't need the sparks. And I don't think we'll need the distortion, but let's just keep it as it is. I'm going to make a quick change to this though. I'm going to make a quick change. And that change is going to be in the color department. And what I'd like to do is change the color on this a little bit. And this has already got a color system set in, so I'm just going to go in here and drop into this and change the color. So at the moment it's this very nice orangey red, and you know, it can make it a bit more fun to go for like sort of different colors. And I want a kind of very bright, almost orange, a much more orangey yellow effect on this. And obviously you could do something silly like green or blue. It actually looks really nice. That looks pretty nice actually. You know, I'm going to keep that. Why not? And let's do the same again on this one. So here we've got the red. Might actually keep this one a bit red too, so we've got that mix. Nah, let's change it up as well. I'm going to take this one bright yellow actually. Awesome. So this is going to be the effect. Like I say, that's the smoke that's going to primarily follow it. And I'd like this to be a little bit bigger as well. So I'm going to just increase some of these numbers a touch. And hit compile. So let's go back to our blueprint right now, and we don't want to use this one, we want to use P2. So there we go, we've really got that effect now. I'm going to drag it up and blend it in a bit more, and I'm also going to scale it up, just going to times that by 2 to really create the effect, help take that home. And awesome, let's see how that's going to look in game, shall we? Yeah, look pretty cool. Look pretty cool. Didn't follow it, but it's fine. We're not bothered about that right now anyway, because we're not actually going to set up movement like that. Oops. What we are going to do, though, is go back to our static mesh and turn off the physics and the collision, because this is going to work as a background element, at least in the example that I'm going to use. Obviously, if you want to sort of tweak this, play with it, have a different effect, then feel free to do so. And what we're going to do now is, let's just close this out of the way, and with this selected, what we're going to do is going to cinematics, and we're going to add a level sequence, and I'm going to call this FB movement, and let's add actor to sequence. Where's my fireball blueprint? And we're going to have some transform movement, and we're just going to do this all on the location. So let's say, for example, we want this to start over yonder. Let's start you over here, over there, everywhere, and let's press these nodes to add keyframes. So we've got little dots here, and that's going to work just like it would in Adobe After Effects if you followed any of our other tutorials. And what we're going to do is, over, let's just say 100 for now, you fly left, maybe come forward a little bit, and put some new keyframes down. And then before the end, in fact, I'm going to copy you guys over here with Control C, put my playhead over here, and Control V. I'm going to move you a bit halfway as well. Awesome, so now if I press play, so I'm going to press play, I'm just going to move this off screen and press play. Our fireball follows our path. So a very basic animation, but that will do for the effects. I mean, if we were going to be a bit more finicky, I probably want it flying across the skyline, but for purpose of demonstration, let's find our thing. I'm just going to do a search for it. I call it FB level sequence effect, and what we want is we want this to loop indefinitely and autoplay. So let's go. Let's see what this looks like. Whoa, that is whizzing by pretty fast. But you see how the fire is following it now. Okay, probably made that a little bit too fast, but ultimately we get it. We see what it's doing and what it's trying to go for. Let's open up our blueprint again, and at this point, you know, it's just going to be sort of minor tweaks. I'm going to just take this up to 2.5. Nice. And should we make any more tweaks? Nah, I think that'll be fine. I think that'll be fine for that. I'm just going to slow the sequence down as well a bit. Maybe make the initial path not so far. Let's bring that in a bit, and add you to here. And I'm going to copy and paste you over here. Deleting and replacing these guys. Cool. If I slow it down as well to 15 FPS. Wait, no, let's run it at 60 FPS. Make it look beautiful. It's pretty cool. It's pretty crazy effect. I feel like the fire should be a lot more constant. Let's have a look at the fire effect, the fire particle effect. And let's just increase the sort of spawn on that. 10. 10. And increase the duration to, let's say, 5. Nice, that looks pretty cool. Do the same on this one. Duration 5, loop indefinitely. So it's 4 actually, shouldn't actually want to. And let's go back one more time, give it a look, see how it is. It's a bit cooler. Might just tweak it a little bit more, actually get it spawning in a bit more. But ultimately, that's sort of the effect that I was going for. This, this would look really good over a night sky, quite far away. Just having, maybe a bit slower as well over a longer distance. I think that would look really nice. So there you have it, guys. We have played fast and loose with it, but we have created a sort of fireball in the sky effect. And we've looked at a whole bunch of different things. We'd get a lot of different effects, and we can play with it a bit more. Maybe even going back, opening up our original blueprint, going to the timeline, and I think I might make the glow a bit higher. Change that by 500. That looks pretty nice. And yeah. And yeah. That'll do. That's pretty cool. So, hope you found that useful. I mean, the whole main idea was to look at a whole bunch of new tools like emissive colors on materials, adding some rotation to that, using timelines to control the emissive colors, and then applying those with a particle effect on a blueprint to create a fireball effect. So yeah, there you have it, guys. Hope you liked it. If you did, please like, comment, and subscribe. All that usual stuff. Thanks for your time.